All right, man. Today is Wednesday. It is September 24th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Before we get into today's free swim, I want to talk about Blue Chew. Guys, enter the room dick first. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting. Like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. This ain't a supplement. It's an erection resurrection. Guys, this isn't just about performance. This is about legacy or third legacy. Give our group chat something to talk about. You know when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com, and we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code DOGWALK at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. And a big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. All right, welcome to today's free swim. How's everyone doing today? Danny, big weekend, man. How was it, dude? Birthday?
It was a great weekend, Ed.
Yeah.
Jackie came and visited. We did a little boat tour. We did a little dinner. We did a little brunch. We did all the above, Ed.
Nice.
Are you still actively trying to split us up?
No, I'm glad to hear you're still together after the weekend.
Yeah.
That's good.
Why? That's good. He's got these misleading questions.
It is good.
It's fine.
That's
it's nice.
good. That's
Why
good.
can't you be happy for him?
I am. I just feel like I
Has Jackie seen the clips where Eddie's trying to subvert your relationship?
No, probably not yet, but
I did not. That was a unintentional fumbling.
no, I'll
by
show her.
myself.
Good point.
Yeah.
I'll show her.
Was an unintentional fumbling.
Does this lead back to you and her being on Surviving Barstool?
Yeah.
Long-standing feud.
Yeah.
Long-standing feud. Yeah.
She said you were like a real scumbag on that
Yeah,
show, so it makes sense now.
we were in an alliance the whole time, and then we flipped on each other at the end. So
Yeah,
that's what this is.
Yeah, that's so you haven't gotten over that yet, and you're
Not really.
You're projecting it onto my relationship.
Yeah, not
that sounds
really.
about right, dude. That's classic Ed.
She should have just laid down her sword and just gave me the win.
Didn't
to
you
be
win?
honest. I know. Yeah, I did.
Oh,
So what's the
winning's not
problem?
enough? This guy always wants more, man. But no, it was a good weekend.
Good.
How was your weekend? Enough about me, guys. How was your weekend?
I think I saw an Instagram where either you or her were thanking Dante.
We're still on to my weekend.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Yep.
I have a follow-up question.
Sure.
So did Dante help you with something this weekend, a reservation or something?
She planned it, so yeah, he helped her. Why?
Do you have any trepidation about, like, you're getting tighter and tighter with Dante, I feel like.
Mhm.
He's helping you out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he did the shore house, and he's getting you reservations, and
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if you have any like, does that make you a little nervous?
That I'm getting closer and closer with
Yes.
Dante.
Yes.
No, I think. Well, you think like he's gonna start rubbing off on me? Like I'm gonna start molding the tinfoil hat to my head?
I think there's some of that. I think there's like, you think you're close, and then then he's the wild card, and he does, like, he starts subverting your relationship.
I'm the optimist in the or what is it called? We've talked about this before. The Finding Bigfoot TV show. How they always have one optimist, one person who's like, I don't think we're actually gonna find Bigfoot.
One realist.
One realist. Sure, they had a
Okay.
different name for it, but yeah, I think it's a good balance. He's yin and yang. You know, I've been added to the critical thinking group chat.
Why did you get added?
I've kind of been lurking in the shadows. I'm not gonna expose anything. I just want to make sure my guy Dante isn't getting too out of line in there, which, all things considered, he really hasn't been. So yeah, no, I think I could separate myself from the conspiracy.
Was there any? So I left that group chat. I just couldn't.
I saw that. It's not
Do
for
people
everyone.
know
You're
what
gonna
the
handle the
group-
truth.
Do people know what the group chat is? Did we talk about this on
Critical
this,
thinker.
on this
It was
show?
on. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dante just started a group amongst other coworkers of the quote unquote critical thinking group chat, which is really just the conspiracy group chat. Even though there are some things that, sure, they're true, but apparently not everyone at this company can handle Dante's critical thinking. So he just grabbed some of our finest and me and put them all in a group chat. And that's about that. Just random articles will get sent, random sources. Where can I find this? Where can I do that? Nothing too crazy. But no, I'm not too worried that Dante's going to rub off on me. I shared a room with him for a month, so I think if it were to happen, it would have been then.
Okay.
Are you worried that you're going to reach the territory with him where he gets as upset with you as White Sox Dave gets as upset with you?
We kind of had a little of that in Shore House.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
sure,
saying.
yeah.
Like Dante has some White Sox Dave in him that I had not realized.
Oh, you didn't realize that?
I mean, no. I think a
Okay.
lot of people have realized a different change in the man in the last year or two.
No,
yeah.
he's always been. He's a sensitive boy, I would say.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's been
I'm
exasperating.
almost worried about because I really want to get this show going with him, and we had planned for this weekend to go to Florida. And I asked him yesterday. He's like, I might be in Italy till Sunday. I'm like, okay. And now, next thing you know, we're not going to be filming it till December or November. Then it's
What's the
December. It's just gonna be like a mini travel show. I follow Dante around to like his various businesses. I kind of film him from afar. Maybe we throw in a couple of odd segments here and there. But yeah, your question about White Sox, Dave. They do have similar brains, but Dante is definitely nicer and a little more reflective at the end of the day. He can kind of see where he went wrong, and he will willingly like apologize for shit, whether he actually believes it or not.
He is very quick to apologize. Guy,
Yes.
which I appreciate.
But sometimes I worry that he thinks he's right and is just apologizing anyways. But carry on.
I love the idea of this series.
Yeah.
Like Dante is like the international man of mystery. Are you? I almost feel like it's better if you did like the John Rich Mincy version, where you're like he doesn't know. You just ask him where he is, and then you just fly to Ohio or Florida or wherever he's doing business, and then you're just kind of there.
I said
without
before, I
it.
kind of want to be like, just Discovery Channel cameraman where like I
Yeah.
don't interfere with anything. But due to like not being able to, he's not in Chicago, like
Yeah.
he's going to Florida for this. I
Right.
don't know how I don't know how I could
But
randomly show up to his house if I don't know where his house is.
But I think I think you could do like 5 of these episodes, and he'd be like, "What are you doing here?" Like he would not like this is so random, and he wouldn't like pick up that you're necessarily doing it in real time.
I'm telling you, I don't even need to do that. I would film this guy from across the bed, and I would like not even be secretive. I'd have like phone like this. He'd be like, "What you filmed that? Like, what'd you think I was doing with my phone?" So I don't know if we have to worry about that, but it is a good
true.
idea. I will. There will definitely be some of that. Like I will be filming him from afar while
Okay.
already at his place. You know
Great.
what I mean?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
But again, hardest part is tracking this guy down, and it has been hard.
Yeah. Well, that's with Beach House. I still don't know if Dave owes me that case of beer or not.
Yeah, if you did 9.5, because what was it?
It was
9.5?
10.5.
10.5.
Right? So
Yeah.
12 was the number,
Yeah,
and I bet him.
he missed a day and a half. He
Yeah.
was like bang on.
Yes.
The credit to you guys for
Oh.
setting the line. Like
Yeah.
that's like Vegas
good line
odds
setting,
numbers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he would be under 9.5 or
Yeah,
10.5 days. And I think he was even, or there was some debate, and if it was not, I don't know.
Well, it was really only the first day, first 2
Yeah,
days?
but then he didn't show up until after midnight on Friday, technically in the Saturday. Which I'm having a hard time with that because I've talked to you guys about this. I've said on this show that I'm DJing at the strip club this weekend, and I don't know how to say whether Friday or Saturday.
Ooh.
I completely understand because you're doing it 1 a.m.
Yes.
which is Saturday.
Yes.
But if people are going out, it's Friday night.
Yes, and the flyer says Saturday, but I've been saying Friday in text, and people are like, "Is it Friday or Saturday, dude? Which one is?"
Dude, it is confusing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think I'm right.
I think you're right too.
Yeah.
Because it is like you're going out Friday night,
Yes.
you end up at the strip club. What'd you do on Friday? Well, we end up at the strip club.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna ask people how was your Saturday. What'd you do? It's like, well, I started out at the strip club.
Right. They're gonna think you're doing brunch.
Exactly. And then I went to watch the college football games at 9 a.m. at the sports book.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's after the night's rest. That's when I would count
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
It's Friday 1 a.m.
all right,
Yeah.
that's
But you're gonna have to clarify every single time, unfortunately.
yeah, I think so. So yeah, that's coming up. If anyone's in Vegas and wants to come out.
I
come on.
can't wait for this video.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky to how we're going to film in there because obviously we can't film any of the ladies.
Yeah.
And there's copyrighted music up the asshole, So I don't know exactly what we're going to do. It might be just more like pre and post. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Me and Lance scouted it out 2 weeks ago. Did I say that?
No, you didn't say
Yeah,
that.
we went there to scout out
How
the
big
land.
is it?
Not very big.
Okay.
Yeah, not very big.
Okay. Now, dude, you're gonna get announced, right?
What do you mean?
Like, they announced the girls, right? Here comes
Yeah.
your DJ. Here comes Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Okay. But like when you're coming up to the DJ booth, they're gonna have to announce you, correct?
I guess so.
I feel
maybe
like you have to pick your own intro song.
My
as
own
well.
song?
Yeah, and I want to know what that would like. You'll have a walk-up song.
I like to move it.
Well, I think
That's a big decision.
it is. I also think it should be unlike any other walk-up song that I would pick.
I almost
For
feel
other
like it
things.
has to be like a doo-wop song because you love the doo-wop so much.
Yeah, but does that fit into a strip club theme?
I think it's what you make it. Like
Is there a
you
theme?
are. Yeah.
Is-
Strip club?
Like, is it all top 40? Is it all like rap?
How long?
I feel like you'll get a little bit. You'll get some techno, some hip hop, some old school pop.
I don't know. I feel like
pour some sugar.
yes,
on
there's
me.
that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
But
some.
then you can get
Blame It
like
on the
Flow Rida right after that.
Yeah, true.
Do Jump by Van Halen.
Yeah, like come out like the old Cubs. Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. I don't know. I don't know what I would come out to because
You got to think about this stuff, dude.
well, I will, but I think I really like "Money Ain't for Nothing" by the Dire Straits.
Yeah.
Great.
Great song.
Great walkout song too.
Yeah.
But I feel that's not the vibe.
Okay.
You create the vibe, dude.
Yeah, like that's why you're there. You're the DJ to create. The
Yeah, that's
vibe.
true. Maybe I
do what you
maybe
want.
I need to not
Put
react,
your
and
hand
take the bull by the
on my
horns.
To Candy Shop.
shoulder.
Candy Shop's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to
50.
Candy Shop.
I love them strippers.
Whoa.
2 Chainz. You should do that
Hell
A
yeah.
little on the nose, Lance.
one. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounded just like a little 7-year-old saying, I love them strippers.
Who sings that?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz?
Yeah.
Not familiar with Mr. Chainz.
Well, you should get familiar. It's a perfect song.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll look it up.
Honestly, it's probably on one of the girls' playlists.
You think so?
Probably.
When did it come out? Give me a year.
2013.
Will that be
I
too
guess.
out of date?
No.
Every
It's-
song you
I
named was
should
way
have
older
asked.
than that.
We
The
went to
chorus is, I love them strippers. It's
Ooh.
perfect.
damn. We went to Lyrical Lemonade yesterday. I should have asked those guys what I should
Oh.
to.
It would have been perfect.
I know they would have known. Cole could have
They
pointed
might,
me.
I
in
don't
the right
know. They might have like given you a song way too new. Like part of it is like you don't want to give a cliche pick, so they're gonna kind of give you a song that you've never heard before. I feel like with music guys
Yeah, I could see that. They don't want you to have
like Dave. Like any music related snake draft, he's never gonna pick like a
Yeah, like I think Dave is actually kind of bad at the music straight.
because he tries too hard to like show you like it's like passing the aux with him. It's like no, we play the hits.
Yeah.
Play the hits. We don't want the new songs.
He just has to let you know that he loves John Prine. You know,
Right.
It's one of
Yeah,
those
oh, yeah.
things. Yeah, where it's
Yeah.
like, all right, like
Clay pigeons, baby.
for sure.
Yeah.
So no, you're right. I get that. Maybe, but I maybe tries to do Love Sosa.
Ooh, that
Just
hits.
love Sosa.
Yeah, just
And now from Chicago.
it's kind of a serious song.
Yeah. I think Van Halen might be a great answer. It's on brand, high energy. I think it works.
Someone give me a good walkout song for the strip club this weekend.
You have to do it by Friday night.
Please let me know. Yes, I have to do it by Friday night.
Saturday, technically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Speaking of like music at concerts, though, I meant to bring this up after I went to Goo Goo Dolls and Dashboard earlier in August. I don't know if this is going to come off mean or insensitive, or is this is wrong of me to have this take because I empathize with those who are hearing impaired. But I was like I was a front row, not front row, but I was pretty close, and the sign language person is very distracting. If you're close to them, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we had this
you
rant
say that-
years ago.
Yeah.
Did we?
Where it was like a little different than this, but it's like, what's the point of the interpreter if the deaf people aren't in the first couple rows because they wouldn't be able to see them anyways if they're way back? They should almost just reserve those rows for the deaf people so they could actually see the interpreter.
I think they are reserved.
Are
Or
they?
At least say like Lollapalooza, they were.
It did
They
not
had a section
appear-
for people that were.
But like really? Because like people are dying for front row and you're saying
Yeah.
those are all deaf people? There should be at least a section to where they could see them clearly, because even if you're like 5 rows back
hard.
and you got
'Cause
taller person in front of you,
Yeah.
someone's arms waving and you miss like one hand movement, you don't know what that word was.
Do you think? Never mind.
Uh-oh.
Never mind.
Eddie?
Say it.
If you're hearing impaired, where like you're fully deaf, and what is even the point of going to a concert? What is the point?
I mean, I could see if you lost your hearing, so like if it changed over and you wanted to see
Let's
the
say you're
show,
one of the people who was born
deaf.
Yeah. Because
Maybe some people do put on a good visual show.
Yeah,
for
lights.
sure, but then are you watching the pyrotechnics and the visuals, or are you looking at the person with the hand gestures? And like, who cares what the hand gestures are? You know, like
Yeah,
you
like you're
need
not
the
trying to-
yeah. I feel really bad for deaf people.
I
Yeah.
do too. That's,
Yeah.
I don't think that's insensitive of a question.
Yeah.
I think that's a good question.
I think it's like something to do. You don't want to be left out. Like
Yeah,
you're
like, you
getting
can be
something.
in
You're
the
getting some sort of
atmosphere.
stimulation out of
But
it.
I feel like I don't know how much the hand gestures would add to the experience of being at Lollapalooza if you're deaf.
I'm looking at this, but I need to know how close she was to the artist.
She was right below them. She
Below?
was basically on stage.
Still an all-time moment where they had the I think it was Nelson Mandela's funeral,
Yeah.
and Obama was speaking, and they had this guy who was just completely faking doing the sign language. Like,
Oh, yeah.
right
Mhm.
next to Obama.
Yeah.
But also, you said not to offend the the deaf audience. I'm guessing they might go to concerts. I don't think they're listening to podcasts, Ed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But someone may have like a deaf relative and be like, oh, I was at that concert and it meant the world to I don't know.
I will say that now, if you're on like your Apple Podcasts app, every single podcast that I listen to, there is like one of the updates. I don't know when it happened exactly, but they have like you can read the whole podcast.
Yeah, the transcription.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good feature.
But yeah, it was,
But they're usually in the corner so that they're not that distracting.
dude, these people were front, right under the stage. Like you saw where it was. That stage was right behind them.
Do you think it was distracting to everyone or just happened to be your seat?
I mean,
Just happened to be your brain.
once the lights went out and the headliner came on, it was a little different. But early on, it was very distracting. Very. Like, how do you like? It's, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying they should be banned or anything. I'm just making an observation.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Ed's not saying ban deaf people.
no. I'm not saying-
Also, I feel like that technology where they have the implants in your head. I remember hearing somewhere that because they used to have like the schools for the deaf, and those are going out of business because everybody just gets those implants.
Mhm.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Where'd
so.
you see those are going out of business?
I mean, I heard this years ago.
Dave tell you?
No,
Yeah, like that is a thing. Are we
like
curing deafness in a way? Because everyone's getting those implants, I feel like.
Yeah.
Why the hell wouldn't you?
yes, some deaf schools are facing closures, while others are not. Reasons for closures are financial and struggles to include declining enrollment and the declining.
You should
enrollment.
still probably learn sign language either way, right?
I don't know. And that's one of those, like, those are some of those TikTok videos where you're scrolling and it's like the kids hearing their mom's voice for the first time and then everybody starts crying where I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And I get like a little emotional watching that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Damn you, Mr. Beast. You did it again.
And that's why, if there is a reason, I'd love to know, because I think, like I said, I have empathy for these people, and if there's something that makes them happen, then it should be a nuisance for me.
You know, it's one thing that's been explained to me 100 times, maybe more, that I can never square in my head is the difference between empathy and sympathy.
I think sympathy is something you've gone through. Empathy is something you have not.
Sympathy is like you feel sorry for someone. Empathy is more like you understand where they're coming from.
Let's Google again.
Empathy is the understanding of emotions.
Are you sure?
Sympathy is feeling sorrow or compassion for someone's misfortune, while empathy is feeling with someone, understanding and sharing their emotions as if you were experiencing it yourself.
Kind of nailed it.
Oh, shit. So I'm opposite.
I think you're opposite.
Oh, I always thought it was sympathy was like, oh, it's like a grandparent died. It's like, I got sympathy for you. I know.
Well, that still makes sense.
But there's still, like, that definition is still, empathy involves
Empathy, you don't
deeper
necessarily feel
perspective
sorry.
taking and emotional connection, whereas sympathy is a superficial feeling of concern from a distance.
Yeah, empathy is more understanding. Sympathy is always going to be feeling understanding, but in particular feeling sorry.
This makes me feel like I should never have sympathy again. I only have empathy. I feel it with you. It's like the old Bill Clinton, I feel your pain.
Now I'm confused.
I know.
I think you can have every time you have sympathy, you're also having empathy, but every time you have empathy, you're not also having sympathy. Because empathy is like you understand whether you feel sorry or bad for them or good for them. You just understand. Sympathy, you feel sorry.
All right, that fucking threw me for a loop. I've been using that wrong.
I still don't know if you are.
Really though?
I
Because
still don't
I've
know.
been using empathy for definitely. I feel sorry for them. I have sympathy.
Yeah, but this is saying like you don't have to necessarily experience that definition.
Like if
yourself.
like Lance, a producer, he has so much on his plate. He has to edit this, do that. I've been there before. I have empathy for him, but I don't necessarily have sympathy because I don't feel sorry for him because that's just part of the job.
Okay.
Okay.
Thoughts on that, Lance? Kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Damn.
That's accurate. I don't know.
Oh man.
You know what, Lance? I will have sympathy for you then.
Well, no, it's like you don't really need sympathy.
It's just
that's
like
the way it is.
it's cut and dry. I have empathy. I know where you're coming from.
Are you into this rapture thing? What can you tell me? You're into this shit.
I tried to get to the bottom of it. But like, I know Dante blogged it, so let me pull it up. But
Some South African pastor claimed that September 23rd would basically be Judgment Day, and I think it's a bad thing that we're still here, right? Because otherwise we'd be in heaven.
Heaven, yeah, we would
Which
have.
doesn't sound great either, meaning we died.
no.
Yeah.
But if we're all dead,
Well, Christians only, or you would assume, are going to heaven. That's what they said.
how do they?
Does that count CCD kids?
I mean, yeah. Like Catholics are the original Christians, and this woman is not a Catholic, right?
Who?
This woman I'm looking at.
The pastor?
She's sorry.
I don't think that's a pastor.
Oh, I mean,
That's just a woman reacting.
oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Regardless.
We're still here.
Yeah.
That's good.
We might not be. This show airs on Wednesday.
Could be any time on
yeah.
Tuesday, but also like, where's the clock start? Because it's Wednesday in Australia.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's a big thing. Is the rapture specific to a time zone?
Yeah. Who owns the time zone? Now we'll find the true time zone.
So I got someone sent us a tweet about like we should do like an old tinfoil Tuesday about the pole reversal. Like the pole, like the North Pole is shifting, and it can like flip suddenly, and if it flips suddenly or we become like multipolar, like everything is fucked is what my interpretation of that is, because then you like all your north-south orientation, all like your satellites, all your anything that relies on GPS is officially like out the window. So like your power grids, your communication, all that, and then like the tides and stuff. So if the tides stop moving, then it's like it becomes like an instant ice age. Like England and like think of like Europe. It's something like, you know how Portugal and Spain are considered like so warm, but they have the same longitudinal line. That's another thing I always get mixed up, latitude and longitude.
Latitude and longitude?
Yeah. But they're the same like spot on the earth, like as like Maine, like Spain is. But Spain is like tropical basically, and Maine is freezing cold and like a way different climate. But it's just because the warm air comes up over Europe and like keeps England, all those places temperate. But if that stopped, then they would become like frozen tundras like northern Canada. Something to think about.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. So we'd all like everybody would be dead. That's an abridged tinfoil Tuesday.
Send it in the group chat.
Yeah.
Crazy turn of events.
Yeah.
Going back to empathy, sympathy. What's the grammar thing that you struggle with the most?
Oh, you know what pisses me off? If I was like, let me think of an example.
Because mine. I think if you can't get you're.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
easy.
That's crazy if you can't get your or two. I think two is even crazier.
There.
There. Yeah. I thought I don't understand how anybody.
Sometimes I fuck up there.
There.
Not they are. That's easy as fuck. That's very
Anytime there's an
understandable.
apostrophe in there.
Yeah, that's easy as fuck. But sometimes I fuck up my theirs.
Sometimes I do. I don't. This is like I don't know where this started, but you know how like commas are meant to symbolize a pause. You know, like it's like when you're talking, it's like something. A lot of times, comma, then you finish a sentence. I've just gotten rid of commas. I do ... So like that's my pause.
Yeah.
So that's just like a dumb brain, like texting brain thing. I'm trying to think of another one here. I just put it into Chat GPT to see which are the most commonly.
Affect versus effect.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
I think that's easy. A is action.
Yeah. That versus which.
So like the sun affects
Yeah.
the weather. That would be an A.
Yeah. Who versus whom?
Mine is like I needed a fucking like the let me look.
Who versus whom is tough.
Yeah, but like no one, I don't think anyone's calling you out for not using whom. Some like
I also feel like when people say whom,
shit.
they're like being a pretentious. Like Francis says whom.
Yeah.
You know? So like
Yeah.
like you're a pretentious asshole if you use whom.
Yeah, that's true. I had an honor off the leash that I'm looking for.
Hold on.
Do you have one
I
other than
other than
grammar you
question.
can't do two?
No, two's easy, dumbass. Fuck you. Don't even tell me that. That's Nicky Smokes didn't know two.
For real?
Yeah.
That was like the funniest thing. It was earlier this year where it was like he was clearly putting blogs into Chat GPT because all that he got caught because the grammar was perfect. He was like used a semicolon the right way. So now I don't know what a semicolon.
Did he admit that?
Yeah, I think he got.
Yeah, he did on the act.
Yeah. Yeah, semicolon. Like, get out of here.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm having a brain cramp. All right.
It's all right.
But mine's basic. Mine has to do with apostrophes, where you're like, the kids from this group's mission. Like, are you putting the apostrophe after groups and kids?
No, I struggle with like if it's like when you're showing possession, right? So it's like apostrophe S, but sometimes it's like I don't know. Sometimes you see like S apostrophe S at the end of a word or a name, and sometimes you don't. And it's like sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
That one's a tricky one too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that make me feel kind of just dumb, and then I just move past it because it's like I've gotten this far. I think I'll be okay.
All right, let's do honor off the leash.
Okay.
You guys ready for that?
Yep.
Are you still looking something up?
Yeah, I really want to get this from my own brain.
Well, keep looking for it. I'll read this.
Okay, go on.
This one's from Chris. Hey guys, I have an honor off the leash segment slash situation for you. Started a job about 8 years ago with another kid about my age. Became pretty close. Within the last 2 years, we both moved on from that job and no longer work together. We kept in touch to start, but like any relationship, we grew apart. No big deal. Over the last few months, I have realized that this person shares so many Instagram stories and posts with me in my DMs. I'll go to my DMs and sometimes if upwards of 5, 6, 7 different things, as well as I get texts of tweets and posts from other socials multiple times a day. So here's my two questions. First, honor off to ask him to stop. Second, honor off to ignore, or do I have to give a reply or a reaction every so often? Very good question.
That is a good question.
Very good question. I think this is not unique to you, Chris.
No.
I think a lot of people are faced with this situation where someone spams them with stuff and you're at the point where you don't know how to respond.
Not responding is kind of good because it like sets the tone. You're literally like, maybe if I don't respond this next couple times, he won't take it so personally that I'm not responding every time.
Yeah, I think
Wouldn't you like if you're the person sending and you're just getting seen with no response, and then wouldn't you like take a hint?
you would think.
So I have a couple of people like this. It's not the exact same situation, but it's like because you do feel guilty. Like it's like impossible not to feel guilty. So I'll just do like the little reaction, like the crying face emoji or
The heart.
the heart, or
Yeah.
something, But it's like.
But 5 to 6, 7 times a day is excessive. I don't even have
that's
that
insane.
to that level.
Was this all text? I was looking
No,
at
it's
something.
Instagram DM.
Oh.
Instagram DM.
Okay. I've realized that like on Instagram, you're not you just hit like everyone on your list who you want to send it to. So it's not that personal every time. You're kind of spamming everyone. So that makes you feel better.
That's a good point because even like with Snapchat, when someone
Right. It's exactly like that where it's like,
Yeah.
this isn't a personalized video for you. I'm just going to send this to half my list.
That's a good point because even with
I didn't
Snap,
know that was a feature. I don't have Snapchat. I never have.
So Snap is like you pick who you want to send it to, and it could be they could have blasted it out to.
So is that like the close friends thing for Instagram?
No,
Lance
No.
is shaking his head
It's
no.
like,
it's more personal because you get it directed to you
Okay.
as well. It's not in a group.
right.
I have a funny story, kind of similar to this. This was a friend of mine who this is over Snapchat, where he was a ladies' man for a time in his life, and he had like 12 girls that he was talking to, like literally 12 that he was talking to all at once. So many. And he accidentally put them all in a group and sent them the same message at the same time. And so that's how they all found out that he was talking to all these different, I'm going to tell you who it is after. And then including one of the girls he ended up being like very serious with post this. But then he said the whole group chat just turned into like a roast of him. And he's just like, yeah, like I earned that one.
I'll wear this.
Yeah.
That's tough. You said this was on Snap?
This is on Snap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if the technology doesn't work, maybe it was on a different app. I'm almost positive it was on Snap.
Okay.
Can I have you briefly sum it up again? I'm sorry, I was looking at my.
No, it's okay.
So
basically,
we need to give this guy an answer.
He was at a job with a guy 8 years ago,
Okay.
and he was his age. They became close, and when the last 2 years they both moved on, they kept in touch at the beginning, but they grew apart. He's like, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But he said over the last few months, he shares 5 to 6 to 7 Instagram DMs with him. And he gets texts and tweets and posts other socials multiple times a day.
Okay, so it's mostly just the Instagram DMs. I feel like you kind of acknowledge the text somehow, but there's no need to be. You simply can't be keeping up with 5 Instagram messages a day with someone you barely know.
Yeah, that's a shit ton, because I think it doesn't take much just to heart them.
Yeah,
I know, but
it's also like people use it. People use Instagram, Facebook in different ways. Like people spam. They're at their job and they're just like, "Oh, this is a funny one. Thought of you. Funny one. Thought of you. You, and you." It's not that deep. I don't think. I think
but at
just
some point,
like tagging people in memes.
At some point, 5, 6, 7 a day.
It's crazy.
He needs a quality filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
send me one.
I
Give
also-
me your best
So
one.
in that case, it's okay to ignore them.
I also feel like, well, do you have like a personal Instagram in addition to your own? Like your one for here? So I do think like our perspective on that is probably different than most, because like we get a ton of people sending us stuff all the time. Like you have that separate folder that's like it's like automatically hidden, and I will like go look in there, and then it's like a ton of shit, and I'm just like, there might be something good in here, but delete.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. I think you can do this. Hey man, sorry, super busy. Haven't replied to a bunch of these. Send me your best. I really enjoy them.
That's the worst possible.
Send me your
advice.
best. Send me your best meme of the day.
That's terrible advice.
You're better off ignoring.
No. Give me your fastball. Give me your 102 mile per hour fastball once per day.
Well, if you're trying to make it so that he doesn't send you as many, you could say that. But if the question is like, how do I respond to these? I think you just don't respond to them.
I also had an older cousin.
Even when a day's a lot.
I have an older cousin who used to send me like viral videos and stuff, but he would send them like 8 months after they went viral. You know, like, so it's just like, yeah, man, I've seen all of these. If like I'm on the internet all day for my job, if you've seen it, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like this was viral from, 2023.
Yeah.
So I had to like tell him that, like, hey, like this is.
It would even be so much better if this guy had lumped his old friend in with a group of like their other coworkers. It's too much pressure one-on-one. Sending those messages.
But at the same,
you just want someone to respond to them.
At the same time, like, and I've always had this policy where I hate group chats, and then being involved in the critical thinkers one for a week or whatever it was, it just reaffirmed that. Because then it's just like you're getting so, like, you just look at your phone, you're like, oh, you got 17 texts, and it's like, I don't care about any of these. So if you have that same thing, so then it's just like it's too much. Like then you get too much volume and interaction. Like I'd rather have it be one-on-one.
Yeah, anything outside of like work related or Jackie is just overwhelming. Like I don't want to have to go through all your reels. They're probably funny, but like this isn't my idea of fun anymore.
Right.
I'm trying to be off my phone.
Right.
Yeah, I do think it's funny thinking back, because that reminded me of when we first got this job in 2018, where Chief came from a very different world, and he was like, hey, I'm just like not a group chat guy, like, and he tried to almost excuse himself, being like, I'm not into this guy. He's like, sorry. And it's like, Buddy, that's not how it works. You have to become a group chat guy now with this job.
Text me individually.
We have always been very business in the group chat. We are never sending memes. If you look through it, it's like recording 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Right.
Yes, recording.
It's like Jalen Johnson in office 9 a.m. tomorrow.
But
That's it.
Yeah. Or what do we got tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that like, I love the way those group chats work now. I do think back in 2018, it was just like chatter.
Was it?
I
don't think so. I think
initially in 20, like it went away quickly, but initially I think there was a lot of fodder and chatter in there.
Yeah, I just think your home changed a lot overnight. It was a group chat with this business person and this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
this social is like, oh my god, like there's too many group chats. Like I'll never forget that. Being like, guys, I'm just not a group chat guy. Like let's like not do that. And it's like, whoa, dude, sorry, you gotta become a group chat.
But at the same time, it was like not only.
Do you remember?
I do. Yeah. I do remember this, but it was like, it was too many messages and also too many opinions. Because like you and I got to a point where it was like you and I would talk something out like for our group, and then like we would make a decision, then we would float it to the group. Because then like things get too convoluted and like. You know, so
that's true.
So that was like that was where like my annoyance and frustration was like, look, we're not any closer with this group chat to making a decision.
Yeah, I think that's like where, now I'm thinking about it, I think that's where like my stress comes from, because I am in so many group chats, the thing is you're in so many Slacks and you guys don't really deal with that. Then you're in so many emails to so many people. Yeah. And before I even read it, I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. For sure.
Then you got to send that to someone in a different app, and then like you have to check to make sure the email matches what they said in Slack. And like, there's so much communication. I am a big believer that like there too many cooks in the kitchen just means nothing gets done. Yeah.
You know, whereas you can't workshop every idea with 5, 6, 7 different people. Like that's where it's like you and I, it's like, all right, this is something we need to. I can't remember a specific instance, but like this is something that, and like you were always the person I trusted the most. So like, let's talk this out, and then we'll bring that idea to the group chat, and then we would always know like in the group chat it would be like 2 of us agree, and then it's easier to sway one other person. You know?
Yeah, it's like me and you decide where we're gonna shoot the video, then we take it to the group chat, decide what we're gonna do in the video, right? Like,
yeah.
What do you find to be the most productive out of those 3?
Like Slack,
texting, email.
I think now it's like now it's changed, because like I'll have like Rick help me film a lot of things, and he's not in certain Slack messages. I just need everyone who's involved to be in the same message for the most part. Then we're good. I don't want it to be sending him what they told me in the email, because he's not in the email. I don't have to text him what's in the email. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
No, I got you. No, I mean, that was a genuine question, because I don't know. Because sometimes you get looped on different threads and you're like, oh, I thought I saw this. I was like, no, that wasn't email.
Well, it's definitely not Slack, because like personalities here aren't on Slack.
Yeah.
And like sales doesn't always lump in the personalities in the emails. You know? So there's really no right answer.
Yeah, so probably email or text.
I'll just put everyone I need in an ad, like in a group chat sometimes, and like here's everything you need to know, so that this doesn't come back to me that I fucked it up.
You like that Chief tried to just opt out of texting group. He's not a big group chat guy, guys.
We could put it.
But that was even before that. Your point to back it up. Yes, I remember that this was even like early on. Like this is like week 1.
I noticed the patterns. So, but like I didn't really know you very well back then either.
Yeah.
So it was just like, you know, I'm like, holy shit, we're just talking in circles here. Like, what is the point?
We should also note that while we say our group chat is not very memey or jokey, we do have. I mean, we should just bring it up at this point. We don't have to name the Instagram account.
Oh, that guy.
But there is an Instagram account who has followed and unfollowed all of us to the point where we've noticed now for like, 6 years?
Yeah. And I made the move, and I finally said, fuck it. I'm going to request to follow this guy back. Maybe that'll help him from stop following and unfollowing me. And the next thing I know, he followed and unfollowed me again, and I look, and it still says requested. So I'm like, what is this guy's
The
fucking
oddest
deal?
behavior. And it's the same name. There's no profile picture. It's just like a generic account.
0 followers.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Is it just someone who gets constant Instagram cold feet? They delete it and they re-download it?
But how could that be?
I don't know.
It is the oddest internet behavior, I think.
Yeah, because I'll say this, like we've seen that before. That's like someone they want to get our attention somehow. So it's like, all right, you got my attention. I'm following you back.
Yeah,
but still,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
Side note: is this here? Is this on or off the leash? Is it off the leash to ask someone for the address of their childhood home just so that they could Google Earth it?
Yeah. That's an odd move.
Is it a little violating?
Who did that?
This is just,
Stephen Che?
It wasn't me. It happened between my friend and a coworker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But like you don't live there, like you're not giving up any information. Like say hypothetically you move from Connecticut.
What? Is this about me?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, if you have talked before and he's shown a genuine interest in the person.
But what would be the point of that? What
I don't know.
Like it's like, why not give it to them? But why do they want it? Like, what's the interest? Like, what are you trying?
It seemed like they were just on a Google Earth phase. They were Google Earth and everything.
Okay.
I don't think it's as bad as we make it seem. I think when you sound it out, it sounds weird, but I think there could be reasoning for, like, oh, I'm just interested in like what kind of neighborhood you grew up in. Like, what was the, like, as long. I mean, it's fucking. You're a loser if it's like a judgmental thing, or you're trying.
Yeah.
You're trying to gather intel against.
Yeah,
the person,
that's
sure. But if you're just like, oh, like I always kind of wondered what it's like on the northwest side of Chicago, like how are.
Yeah, but you could Google the northwest side of Chicago.
Sure, yeah, but I guess like a starting point. I don't know.
I don't know. I find that to be very fucking.
It's probably
odd.
a
Yeah.
little odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot for sure. I think I could see there, but that's. I mean, that sounded almost personal. Like people were trying to get a peek at the pencil.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
No, I don't even think I would send him that one.
No, that's someone. Someone actually, one of our mutual friends, texted me that. They're like, "Hey, can you have Danny talk about the pencil?"
Oh, so one of my houses growing up looked like a pencil. It was tall. It was yellow. It even had like a brick at the bottom that made it look like an eraser.
Dude, it looked like a
It
pencil.
looked like a pencil.
That's great.
They might
That's
have-
almost something that would be like in Hey Arnold or something like a cartoon.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to Google Danny's pencil house,
Yeah.
I would be like, "All right, I get
Yeah,
it."
that makes
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Should be a monument at this point. They might have painted it.
The pencil house.
Was that the haunted house?
No, different one.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I need some update on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just lived in some weird houses growing up.
Apparently.
How many places have you lived?
2, just those 2.
Okay.
So when did you move into the pencil? How old were you?
5th grade. 6th
Okay.
grade.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, damn.
Mhm.
So you're more haunted house than pencil house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How many houses have you lived in?
I mean, we moved like every 2 years when I was a kid. So, 7, 8, I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot. No, maybe not 8. Probably because I remember one time we moved someplace and we had a rental house for like 8 months because they were building. They just bought like a lot and they built a house. So we had a rental house and then they moved into that house and then we moved a year later. So like like call it 6. So yeah, probably.
So do you even have a house that you consider your home?
My parents' house now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one in St. Charles. So they moved there when I was 12 or 13. And yeah, so like from 0 to 13, we were moving like kind of every 2, maybe 3 years.
Were you ever like, fuck, I really like this house. Can we stay?
Not the house, but I remember being like, you know, because you like when you're a kid, you have like your little friends, right?
Yeah.
And so it's you like I have to make new friends again. I got to make new friends again. And then and that when you're little, you don't really think about it, but like being in 8th grade, you're like, fuck, like this, because then like people have their like I'm sure you guys have friends from when you were like little kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, most of my friends are from like grammar school.
Yeah, so I don't have any of that. And then I remember like when we moved to St. Charles, like the whole first year, I was just like, well, I'm not even gonna bother making friends because it was like I know we're just moving again. So
maybe it really wasn't short man syndrome. Maybe you just moved too much.
no, Those are two different things. So I definitely had the short man syndrome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it was like, I'm not even gonna bother. Like that whole 8th grade, I was just like, and then like my sports were outside of the school. So like I was telling somebody else this story too. This is like another short man syndrome. Somebody was asking me like, when was the first time you had a girlfriend? First time you had, whatever. And I remember going to my buddy's house who lived in Naperville. And I show up. This is like summer before 8th grade. So we had like done hockey camp together. And we were on a hockey team together. So it was like his birthday. And I get there and like the girls just looked different. They were like so hot. And there was like some beef, and there was like a basement party, and this girl was screaming at another girl, and she goes, "You suck every guy's dick." And I was like, "Whoa, that's what's going on at this school? Like, you guys are sucking dicks in 8th grade? Like, what the fuck is going on here?" And I'm like, I barely even know what that means at that point because I was such a late bloomer. And so that was like the thing. Like, I would socialize with kids like from my hockey team as opposed to just like the kids in my school. Cool. Yeah.
Shout out to Naperville.
Yeah.
All right, that kind of, I finally think I have my grammar.
Circle back.
My friend from hockey's sister. Hockey shouldn't be getting the apostrophe there because hockey's not showing ownership. You know what I mean? That's it.
My friend
from my hockey team's sister.
So that, yeah. But
I hate that.
But I feel like that whole sentence structure is backwards.
So if I was saying, why?
Say it again.
My friend from hockey's sister.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But sometimes I feel like
that's all. I was just really.
I feel like hockey
just really in my own head
like
trying to figure that out.
Where hockey comes before a friend.
Yeah, I know.
But I can't. But now that you say it, I'm having a hard time putting it together.
I can't.
I've just been doing deadlifts with my brain, trying to like. You got this, Conrad. Like, get your memory back.
You just hurt my brain. So on that note, we can end the show.
Okay.
It's on a high note.
That's it, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.